And it's gotta be Cinnamon Toast Project. That's the only thing that's soothing my soul. Turn on the TV to
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Color Commentary, where we give you views from a different side. Boom. As a part of the last week of Women's History Month, we're going to get yet another color commentary focusing on women. We're very excited about it. We're closing out the month with Tomb Raider. And as you can see, we are fully dressed as Tomb Raider today. Actually, we're not really dressed as Tomb Raider at all. We just, get bow and arrows and guns. Nobody was decided that they were going to wear the short shorts and the halter top. Nobody was just comfortable enough in their masculinity to do that. So
my gun is pink.
That's as far as we're going. So
mine is black.
Sorry, our fans, we're sorry to let you down this time, but that's just how it rolls up in here. So we all saw Tomb Raider this past weekend, and we're excited to talk to you about it today. Tomb Raider hit theaters on March the 16th. It is a movie, of course, based on the popular video game series, also known as Tomb Raider. At this point, it's already amassed over $211 million worldwide. I mean, that's nice. I mean, it's not $1.2 billion like the number one superhero movie of all time. But see, it's 211. It's a little bit more than I made last year. Tomb Raider was directed by Roar Orthog with a screenplay written by Geneva Robertson Duarte. So we got the women going on again there with the screenplay, her and Alistair Seaton. So more props to the ladies, because it's Ladies Month. It's Ladies Month, and we're feeling month from the Ladies Month. Oh God, oh what a month! All right. So Alicia Vikander is in the leading role of Tomb Raider of Lara Croft herself. Movie also stars Dominic West, which every time I see him, I think about Thoron from 300. Every time I see him, it's like, traitor! Or
I saw what you and that queen were doing back then.
Right. I am not your king. This will not be brief. So let's get on into it. By the way, you guys can see that Charlie and I are here together in one.
We have our own little boxes. Boxes. Right?
That's right. So, boom. Which I just so happen that we all tight niche over here. So I'm over here helping with the family, helping with the kids and stuff like that. I'm waiting for my financial compensation. So at some point I will get that but don't you, man, I will. Well, so Danny, what did you think about Tomb Raider? What did you like about it?
I don't get to introduce myself. We're not introducing ourselves this time.
We're just going into it, man. Go ahead. Who are you?
No, we don't need. Our fans know who we are by now.
We know you're just gonna be vigilant.
I did not like the movie. I thought that I liked it, and then I kept watching it, and I decided that I did not like the movie. It just wasn't enough for me. I
you take my text message. I swear he just sent us a message that said that he liked it. Yeah, I just saw that message.
Did you ask me, did I like it or did I not like it?
Did you like it?
What I liked about it, okay, this is what I did like about it. The young lady who played Lara Croft, she is an action star. I believed the beginning when she was doing the bike chase. That was probably my favorite part of the movie, the bike chase, and then the sequence with her, jumping off the rusty airplane. That was pretty cool, but I had already seen that in the trailer, so that was pretty cool too. Everything else was just like underwhelming about it. I don't remember any of the characters' names. The kind of love interest guy, the Asian dude. He was cool, he was cool, but he just wasn't, memorable to me. I'm supposed to be talking about what I liked. I did.
You doing a Charlie?
Well, I guess I didn't do what you do. You taking what I'm doing too serious.
I'm sorry, it just happened. No, what I liked the visuals of it. I mean, the movie was shot pretty well. The scenery was cool. The story with her, trying to get back to her father was cool. It was all predictable, but it was it was cool. I like that they didn't, make her into this, sex symbol or whatever. They didn't try to go over the top with any of that. The acting was pretty fair, especially the lady who played Lara Croft. She did well, and then the Asian love interest. He was Asian, right? I'm not being racist. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So the Asian the Asian guy, the captain, I liked him. Those two people I liked in the movie. They did very well in their roles. But
was he a love interest though? Like was he? Like was he a love interest? I don't remember any.
I didn't see love interest.
I didn't see no love.
Survival interest.
Right, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like the way that it seemed, just because they didn't. I mean, they seem to have chemistry. So I guess he wasn't a love interest because they didn't end up getting together or whatever. But
she did spray him down in the shower. So I guess
that's about as close as they got. They seem to care about each other. Like as soon as they found out that they had something in common, they seemed to care about each other. When they got on the island, they were a team. So I like that. I like their chemistry. I guess I stopped saying he's a love interest because he wasn't really, but I did like their chemistry. So those two people in the film I really enjoyed, but that's about it.
That's all you like?
Yeah, that's all I like.
All right, Charlie, what did you like about the movie?
I like the movie. I thought it did pretty well. Writing and directing it. I didn't love it. I mean, it's not something I'm going to like just replay over and over again. So I can't say I love it, but I liked it. It was a decent movie. I felt I could pay $8 to $15 to go see it. I wouldn't see it in IMAX, but anyways, it was a pretty decent movie.
You felt that you could pay.
I felt I could.
You felt that you could.
I didn't mind.
You could have.
I don't mind doing that.
Right. You wouldn't have minded paying for it.
No, I wouldn't mind.
Could have.
Could have.
Right.
But I didn't mind. But with things I like, man, I'm crazy. All right, so I definitely like Lara Croft, the actor that played her. I don't know her name either, but she did a good job. I think she her action, like when she was about to like die or things were happening to her, I felt like, okay, she might not make it. Like them screams and the way she was acting, I was like, is he choking her for real? I'm like, is she? Yeah. I was like, I had to keep looking, make sure I was paying attention. Like, is she okay?
Right.
Because that was really good acting. I like that. It kind of reminded me a little bit of like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, of course, it's not as good as those movies. Those are legendary movies, but just kind of like the story. Like they have to find a tomb. That a bad guy's looking for, and they got to find it before him, and stop the bad guys from destroying the world or something like that. And that's kind of what Tomb Raider reminds me of. But I guess I really like the airplane scene. I thought that was hilarious because everything she got on kept bringing all the way through to the end. So I thought that was pretty funny. The dad
Traitor!
He was okay. I probably won't keep him on my like list. He was okay, but the bike scene, like you said at the beginning, that was pretty fun. I guess I just like seeing Laura without all the glitz and glamour, that she's already on Tomb Raider. Kind of give her that backstory, like, okay, she was a real person. She's not like a Terminator, like on the video game that can just go fight bears when she walks outside and flip over walls. And, she actually got beat up by some Tybo mom at the beginning of the movie. So, you see she's beatable, So I kind of liked how they brought that. And I can see them making a couple more movies to kind of really, make, I guess, probably a trilogy. Most of these times they make trilogy. So those are some of the things I liked. The fight scenes, it could have been a little bit better, but she did pretty good with the I guess it was jujitsu that she was doing. she was wrapping them legs and getting them in the chokeholds and stuff all throughout the movie. So that was
regular jiu-jitsu, I think.
huh?
Probably really like judo.
Judo.
Well, you said jiu-jitsu. Yeah. I was
So
thinking ninja.
that's what I was thinking that she was taking. She looked better than Iron Fist doing some of that stuff. So she at least she trained. She was. They didn't have to cut the screens each time she was fighting. You can tell it was her doing it. So
we could just go into the next season of Iron Fist and just replace her. And I won't. If y'all don't say nothing, I won't say nothing. I just okay. All right.
But yeah, that's pretty much, I guess, some of the highlights that I liked about the movie. So what about you, Sean?
I know one thing. Y'all ain't gonna work my nerves, man. Y'all ain't gonna work my nerves. Because first of all, Charlie texted me yesterday. I'm like, all right, I'm about to go see Tomb Raider. I said, man, I hate that. I hate that movie. Now he likes it.
I was tired when I saw it the first time.
Then, Tori, you talking about you liked it, and now you see. I was thinking finally we're gonna have a movie that we're all in agreement on.
Well, that's what Black Panther was.
Obviously, I mean, there was. I mean, the force of the universe wasn't gonna allow us to disagree on that one, But other than that, I thought we were gonna finally be on the same page. And there you go, talking about you didn't like it, man. Because I'm like, after the movie was over, I texted Charlie like, man, I like this movie. Like, it's a good movie, man. The things that I liked about it, I liked all of the ocean stuff. Like, that was really suspenseful to me. I thought it looked really good. I thought it looked really scary. It made me never want to go to Japan, not by boat. I mean, because people were getting messed up. That ship was wrecked, man. I mean, completely destroyed. And it was very suspenseful every time I was watching it. Like, gosh. And it didn't take a whole lot of sci-fi to do that. It just took, like, real waves just throwing down and just crushing people. I love that. And I'm glad you mentioned the airplane scene. I typed it after you said it because that was good. Everything about that plane was falling apart. And when she was finally about to die at the end, she was like, really? And then she grabbed that she grabbed the parachute at the last second, but she got thrown over the waterfalls. I know she was like, I thought there was no challenge today. Black Panther fans, you know what we're talking about.
No challenge.
I liked how she looked too, like her buffness, because there's a lot of arm strength that was required in the roles. Fighting men, hanging off of different parts of the airplane and things.
Everything. Yeah,
and the way she looked, and her arms being relatively strong, it made that stuff somewhat believable. So I liked her overall look, and I like really seeing her become Tomb Raider. I don't remember the other movie that much, but going off of my feelings about it, I feel like I like this one better because I like seeing her become that versus Lara Croft. She's just riding around in horses and being arrogant and stuff.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, that's what I said.
Right.
That's why I said
you need to watch.
That's why I said it. You didn't say it. I said it. So I felt like I like this one better. Seeing her become. I've seen her in other good movies. She don't have to be great in everything. We've seen Salt. We've seen Wanted. It's okay.
Yeah, that came from Tomb Raider. Like she did so good on that one. I was like, that was.
I'm pretty sure she had a career before that. But so what didn't you like, Mr. Charlie?
What I didn't like. It was well. I guess can I say the don't make no sense type thing?
You can say it
okay.
As long as you my registering my trademark on there.
I guess the things that I didn't like. This is at the end of the movie. But so if you ain't seen it, it's a spoiler. Sorry, but
can't see your hand.
Can't see me. It's a spoiler. It's at the end of the movie. But when she finds out that the bad, I guess that the evil organization is a part of a company that she owns. I didn't really understand why she just didn't just cut the company. I mean, like, you own the company that owns that company, so just take them out. It's like. I mean, you own the company now. They're just one of many that you own. You said it yourself. Just go ahead and defund them, and you're done. So, and when I'm going back to the beginning of the movie. Why did she just sign the papers?
You might say the same thing I said.
What is she like? What's the point of struggling? Just to struggle. Like, your dad is already dead for 7 years. You ain't doing nothing with. I mean, you want all your stuff to be sold. You over here getting chased by grown men on bicycles, to try to get $600 and you about a billionaire. I'm like, come on now. I was like, that just don't make no sense. Like, that don't make no sense. It's just struggle. And you can find your dad faster with the money that you got. Like, You don't have to sit there and struggle and go pawn some, $5 million ring or whatever to go, get 10,
Hey,
10
the James
get,
necklace.
yeah. I'm like, this makes no sense
Yeah,
at all.
be pouring coffee on people.
Yes, I didn't even get why she poured coffee on him. All she had to do was just stop negotiating. I'm like, just take the money. I'm like, but other than those 2 points, the only other thing I guess I didn't really care about, some of the side characters I didn't really care too much about. Like, y'all said you liked the Asian dude. Like, he was okay.
I didn't say that.
Oh well, Tori said he liked him. The love interest, which wasn't them signs. I did not see those signs, bro. It's like that's how people end up being stalkers because they be seeing signs that ain't there. So.
No.
He wanted to get off that island. That's what he did.
Right.
But I didn't really care too much about his character. Well, he was okay. I'm glad he manned up and like tried to get save some people. He was pretty good with his gun. But other than he could have got shot. I wouldn't.
He did get shot.
Well, if he could have died, he could have been no more. He could have got shot like that. First guy was coughing on the ground. So the villain to me could have been worse. Like, I guess I kind of felt a little sympathy for him because he had to be there for 7 years. He couldn't see his family, so he was just kind of going crazy. So I'm like, I really wasn't upset with him, but I wasn't necessarily like, oh, he's such a bad guy either. Like y'all got to end him. But he's just he's trying to get the heck up off the dang island. I mean, if y'all couldn't see your family for 7 years or whatnot, you might just do about anything.
That's a good point.
So I mean, I didn't really see they probably could have worked together a little bit better and probably not had a big, fight at the end and saved everybody some trouble. Here, go touch this stuff. You're probably going to die. We may not need to bring this back to, civilization. We're going to just agree to disagree.
Right.
And get them and tell them that we have it. Point the guns at the people that are coming to pick us up and get off the island and go see our families.
You could have brought them anything back.
Yeah, I found it. I found something. No,
right.
They didn't do anything, but those are some of my dislikes. So you guys handle it from there, Mr. Dislike.
Oh,
right. I really want to see everything that you had to say.
Like Charlie said, right? The guy, they ended up finding out that she owned that company, the Trinity company, right? Like she was right. So if she owned the company, then her father owned that company right before. Like it was so. The entire premise of the movie was he's been away for 7 years in this place. So why didn't he just say, hey, I don't want y'all to do this. Like I own, like, he was there. They had the satellite radio.
I don't think he knew what he owned. I don't think he knew what he owned. He didn't know nothing. He just go chase treasures. He's a Croft. He had stuff to do. Missions.
And that's why he's stupid. And that's why he's an idiot. All of this by just knowing what your business was. Like,
wait, before you go, look at this real quick.
Look at the documentation here.
Right.
Oh, I own them.
Right.
We're done. I can go back and chill.
Sitting in caves with a little cardboard map saying, I've been watching them get it wrong all of this time, and you brought it right to them. No, you brought it right to them. This is your fault. This is your fault that you're there for 7 years and can't go back and see your daughter. It's your fault. Like it killed the whole movie. Like everything that I liked about the movies was either in the first 30 minutes or was in the trailers for the movie. So I mean, it does have potential to get better, but I just didn't understand why Laura was this, like why she was this, like this. What did he call her? The Spud, or what was it he called her?
Spud?
Whatever. You talking about his little nickname?
Oh, Sprout.
Yeah, his little nickname.
Sprout.
So I didn't understand like why she was so special. Like I didn't see that she was that educated. She didn't go to school. She didn't learn anything about this stuff. So she just was naturally a puzzle solver or something like that. I don't get it. Like, I don't think that they did a good job building like the character. The actor was great. She played her part very well, but I just didn't get in the script like why is she was the one who she was the only other one who could figure this out, off of those notes. And another thing, I know that I know that supposedly the dad left the notes before he left, but the whole movie, I kept thinking, how did she get these notes? If because in the notes there was the picture of he had drawn a picture of where the treasure, I mean the coffin was of the lady, whatever. Mm-hmm. So how did the notes get back to Laura? Like, how did they get back home if he couldn't leave? He couldn't, there's no UPS to send it back home.
Copy before he left, I guess. He's copy machine,
but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying like if he hand drew that picture of the mountain, how did the copy get back to her? Is what I'm saying. If there's no anyway, it was
on
just
cell phone.
It was just so much.
It was just so much original.
Right before the cell phone went dead.
It was just so much stuff that was just not. Like I said, the visuals were good. You're 100% right. The stuff all of the stuff on the boat was good. The stuff on the plane was good. The fighting was good. The setup was good. But everything else in the story was just like that. Why? What was the point in it? So I couldn't. What about you, Rashad? I don't know. Maybe you can
give it all the way like you like the just like this. Just the halfway. Do we kill him? Do we no, just get the gun. Yes.
Right, there you go, big gun. I really like this movie, but it definitely suffered from a lot of that it make no sense moments. But first of all, before I get into that, y'all keep bringing up the bike scene. That was one of the parts I didn't like because she cheated. Like, I hated that. Like, she jumped on the truck.
They did not say she couldn't jump on the truck or nothing.
But they have to follow the paint trail. I'm fine with her getting on the truck, but the paint should have still been going. But she jumped on the truck and hit the paint. So it's like, wait a second. You could have just gone into somebody's house or whatever. It's like the paint has to go the whole time. I mean, to me, she could, if she's going to do that, she could have just put some tape on the paint and called it a day. Dump the paint down the sink somewhere.
She could have just went and signed them name papers. That's what she could have did.
She could have just signed the papers, right? Instead of going through all of that. True. You know what? I just thought about. Remember the Indian dude that was trying to holler at her at the beginning? Remember? Okay, she was like Uber for bikes.
Okay. Exactly. Oh yeah. He said, the mama and daddy was like, "Let me talk to her."
Yeah.
Nothing came out of that. He's gonna be a villain in the. He's gonna be a villain in Tomb Raider 2. He's gonna be like some scientist,
That was the love interest there. That was a completely wasted plot point. What was the point of that right there?
What was the point in it? Yeah.
Anyway, so let me get to my that it make no sense moment. So number four. All right. Why didn't she listen to the whole recording before she got on the island? Maybe she did, and maybe she's listening to it again. But the way the movie was presented to us, in my opinion, is that she looked at the maps and she said, "We got to go right now." And then she started listening to the recording while she was going. Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
I guess you can say that.
Instead of, why don't you listen to everything first? Because it just doesn't make, like, if you're following somewhere and they're going from place to place to place, let's say they're going to China and then Korea and then Japan, and you're going from China to Korea and then Japan, or you could have just listened to them say, "Hey, I went to China, Korea, and Japan, but I ended up in Japan." Mm-hmm. Like, it just makes more sense. Like, you would have listened to the whole tape first before going any place. But that's just number 4 on the list, so it's not really that high. Number 3 on the list, the 3 boys. Okay, so she grabbed one of the boys and put him in a headlock, and the other 2 were going to help him, and she was just like, "Don't come over here or I'll
headlock him harder."
Right. What are you're going to do what? You don't have a weapon? Like, why would they stop?
The knife? Was he the only one with the knife?
He was the only one with the knife.
Like, get that knife from my pocket, bro.
Right. Exactly. Like, why would they stop? Like, if somebody had one of us in a headlock, we're not going to stop because you got us in a headlock. No, we're going to jump you to get the other person out of the headlock. That didn't make no sense. Number 2, the love touch. Number 2, the love touch. So the main thing was, All right. So there was 3 times that happened. Three moments of love between the dad and the daughter. Okay. The first time was when she was a little girl and he left her for the very
Bang,
first
bang.
time, and he went, and did put the slobber on her head. The third time was when he did it when she came to rescue him. But the second time was when the girl was a teenager and she had the bow and arrow and she was, And what did he do? He gave her a kiss on the forehead. It's a little thing, but if the love touch on the forehead is such a big deal, then that should have been consistent throughout the movie every single time. He should never been kissing her on the forehead. It should have been that same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That just didn't make no sense. All
I
right.
agree.
And number one.
I would have put that on at like number 6 or 7.
Like number 10 out of list of number 5. That's because that's because I'm good at this. All right, number 1, that didn't make no sense. Exactly what Charlie said, man. Why didn't she sign the papers? That just didn't that didn't make no sense. Like
get your money, girl.
That almost took me completely out of the movie. Because if you're looking for your father, you could either go look for your father with no money, or you can look for your father being a billionaire. Why wouldn't you just be a billionaire? Okay, yeah, you signed the paper saying he's dead, but if you find him, guess what? He's not dead. So you can undo that. It's okay.
You can take your private jet, go get him, and bring him back.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, like they just flew over there with a helicopter. So I'm like, I mean, it wasn't a plane, so they didn't have to go that far, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, so helicopters don't just go as far as distance as a plane. So I mean, he just flying over there with a helicopter. Like, you could have did that
right
yourself.
Right. I mean, I didn't even think about it like
and
that.
You could have had an army with you. Your own people take their people out.
I mean, she literally had all the instructions. She's trying to track down this guy, and all she had to do, this is the island he went to, looks like, okay, let's take our whole team, like you said, in a helicopter, because somebody could have told her, that's ridiculous to go there on a boat, because your boat would get destroyed. Oh, really? Okay, let me take a helicopter. Dad, are you here? Oh, some people with guns. Oh, it's a good thing I brought my people with guns.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might change now. Yeah.
Sounds like y'all didn't like the movie either.
This is
I like the movie.
As we talk about this more and more, I think I might need to change my like it. It's a very, very light, very light. All right, maybe you can go watch. $8 might be a little too much, too steep for $8. $3, $2. There you go. It's gonna work out.
I thought it was a good $10 movie, but I will say this last thing. I thought the movie was really good, but I don't think it was magical. Like, of course, they were really paying a lot of homage to Indiana Jones, with all the traps that she had to go through. But there's nothing about this movie that you'll remember 6 months from now.
I kind of forgot half of it.
Yeah, versus Indiana Jones, like, number one, you think about the music, like, you'll always remember the
punches.
Yeah, you always remember the scene where the guy pulled a sword on him and he just shoots him. Yeah. Or like in the third one, like he reaches in the dude's heart and pulls out the, he reaches Yeah, like that stuff. I mean, that movie came out in the 80s, man.
Yes.
I mean, it's a long time.
I just watched it probably about a month ago, so yeah, it's still good.
Yeah, there wasn't anything magical. Like there wasn't any scenes that I can continue to remember. There wasn't anything in the script that she said anything that I was like, man, like that was a tight little line that she said. Like, there wasn't anything that she said. So I thought it was a really good movie, but I just didn't think it was magical. It definitely didn't stand up to some of the other movies that are like it. So, but I still like it though.
My gun now.
So I guess you guys have already said it. Should people see this movie? So Dan, do you think people should see it?
No, yeah, I think people should see it. I definitely think it was worth going to see. I just didn't like it. I enjoyed it, but I didn't like it. Like, watching the movie, I watched the whole thing through and I was interested in it, but just thinking about the movie, it just wasn't good. I think you can have a good time watching it because there were a lot of good things to see, but just wasn't a good film. So, but I think people should definitely go see it between now and the time Infinity War comes out, because by that time, there's no way anybody's gonna go see this movie.
So let me make sure I understand again. So kind of like Charlie, you could. You would be willing to spend money on this movie. Is what you're saying? Like you would be willing to do that.
Yeah, Netflix subscription.
It's amazing how quickly these movies get uploaded to Netflix these days, man. I tell you, man.
Almost up there.
Redbox, Netflix. It's amazing. Hey, Netflix, we appreciate y'all, man. What about you, Charles? Should people see this movie?
This movie is definitely one of those one-time movies.
Yeah.
You watch it, it's pretty decent. You know, you're amused, and then you go, do whatever else you have planned. You won't come back to this movie. I don't think that many people will necessarily buy the movie, or no digital copy. If it goes on like Netflix or HBO or something, people will probably sit and watch it every once in a while. But I say go if you're out with some friends. If you've seen Black Panther about 5-6 times, like I have, and you don't want to see Pacific Rim and some of the other movies, hey, give it a shot. It'll at least entertain you and your date or your kids. So it's worth about one watch.
Apparently, it's not going to entertain your kids. If y'all saw the video.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your kid. Well, how old were those kids?
They were like 4, I guess. Yeah. 3 or 4.
Don't take 4-year-olds to see these type of
They were going ham. And no, they were not like us. If you think that's what I'm inferring, they were not like us.
I knew you were referring to that in the first place.
I'm talking to the people watching. And no, they weren't like the majority of people in America either. So I
know exactly the type of people that bring their kids to 13 and rated R movies. I've seen some of those scary movies. Like, why are you in here? He's 2.
Right.
Scar these kids for life.
As far as me seeing the movie, yeah, I think you should see the movie, man. I thought it was good. It was a good use of $10.95. I wouldn't have paid $10.96 for it.
How much you paid for yours? Oh,
yeah, I wouldn't have paid $10.96 for it, but $10.95, that's reasonable. You throw an extra penny in there.
Did you get the popcorn?
I made a little stop to the gas station, got me a little can of soda, some pretzels and some Chex Mix. Yeah, nah, I'm not doing that ever again, bro. You forget it. This is the proof right here. So, yeah, I think it's good to see, but just like Charlie said, I think it's a one and done. I think if you see it that one time, I probably will never see it again, unless, again, like you said, it shows up on the actual Netflix, and I'm like, oh, yeah, let me see that again one day. But other than that, I wouldn't go out and actively pursue seeing it again. But I would be interested in seeing a sequel if it comes out. It might be even better than the first one now that we know.
When they do the sequel, just make sure she has the guns and she shoot. I know she got them at the end, but just make sure we see a lot of shooting and flipping on the next one. I don't want to see no getting beat up by moms, Tybo moms, or nothing like that. I want her to killing people like she does on the video game. Fight a bear and a jaguar, whatever. At least one grizzly. We need some grizzly bear just chasing her. Like,
what did y'all think about her choking the dude in the mud? Like, did you think that was realistic?
I thought it was realistic because the way she sounded doing it. It sounded like she was like struggling. Like she used all her inner woman strength for that choke, and she won't let him go.
Yeah, I think it was realistic the way it was done, but I didn't story-wise. I didn't because she was just like shell shocked when the boy got shot, like literally the scene before, and then the next scene she murdered somebody or she killed somebody. I was like, you're just shocked about a guy getting shot, and now you choking to do that with your bare hands? How that happen? But.
She went savage mode on.
Right, life is hard, savage. Bro. Life is hard.
In the jungle.
Closing thoughts there, Mr. Charlie Taylor?
Well, Infinity War can't get here soon enough. No, I like these movies, but I'm sorry, I don't think about these movies ever really. I'm thinking about Infinity War all the time. So join me and the Color Commentary, or at least part of us. No, Tori's gonna be out of town, but we're gonna be there in Fleet at Frank's Theater. We got Down and Recline, everything's going. So check us out at KFH Party Easy. Look us up on Eventbrite.
In Fleet, son.
In Fleet.
What about you? Closing thoughts?
Well, you know how it is. I'm not gonna be there at the KFH party, but I'll be there in spirit, and I'm gonna try to be there virtually. So make sure. If you're in the area, get your tickets early because I know the Black Panther party was dope. get there. They're gonna do like a movie con. Y'all gonna do like a movie con thing, right? Where it's like you comics and movies and games and all that stuff. So get there, do that, and hopefully, I'll see you online. I'm gonna be in Baltimore at Universal Fan Con, but I'll be doing double duty. So until next time, stay vigilant, my friends. I'm out.
We didn't even hear that. All we thought was stay next time. Meow. It just went meow. Say it again. Say it again.
Until next time, stay vigilant, my friends.
All
Views
right.
from a different side.
Now, did you hear this? Did you hear this? He got on the King Supreme shirt. He didn't say nothing about King Supreme. Didn't say nothing about Indiegogo. So why don't you say something about Indiegogo so people won't be like, I don't know what Indiegogo is. Yeah, I'm coming after both of y'all. So go ahead, sorry. Talk about Indiegogo.
King Supreme, the God Complex Enigma, is on Indiegogo right now. It's our new graphic novel that we're trying to get funded, and we are at about 30% of our goal. I'll put the link in the description below. We got a trailer that we dropped out for it. People love it. So King Supreme, do it. Okay, that was my spiel.
There you go. So Indiegogo, guys, if y'all don't know, it's like Kickstarter. So basically, he wants you to give him money. So give this man some money, okay?
Give him your money.
That's right. So we can have another black comic book out here. Again, this has been Color Commentary, views from a different side. I've been your host, Rashad, here. I've had a great time of us talking about what is happening right here. I don't know. This is some racism happening right in front of my face. But please, if you like our video, make sure you like it and make sure to read our description. Make sure I'm telling you all kinds of stuff, give you guys orders. Check us out on Facebook as well, Color Commentary. We want you guys to be a part of that because we always have a good time doing there and also doing there. I just got wrong words sometimes. Why did y'all let me host?
Make sure you're doing
the wrongest word.
Wrong word.
The wrongest words. And also make sure if to say it, Charlie. Say the thing. Subscribe to survive.
Subscribe to survive.
This again has been Color Commentary, views from a different side. Peace.
And it's gotta be Cinnamon Toast Project. That's the only thing that's soothing my soul. Turn on the TV to power